Rashad, why you
Anyway,
didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Hey, yo, what up, 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 top of the day, everybody. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. Man, I haven't listened to Baby Keem yet. I literally, like I said last night in the little mobile stream, I'm going to sleep. And I went to sleep, so now I'm up or whatever. So let's do a little streaming. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I told somebody else this last night, but I'm really in a rut, bro. From what's going on back home in my hometown, because and I haven't really talked about it publicly. This will be my first time trying to talk about it because it really is really bothering me. This happened across the street from where I grew up, as a child. And if you guys don't know, I'm from Marietta, Georgia, which is a northwestern suburb of Atlanta. And it's a part of Cobb County, and it has the reputation around Atlanta as come on black boy. Like, black people don't really go out to Cobb. It's a joke for all the people in Atlanta because it has a racist connotation, a racist history, and the police are, just kind of aggressive and all that around there. Like, they don't play in Cobb County, especially with young black men. So apparently in my hometown the other day, a black man's, body was found from a tree, strange fruit. And you guys know the historical context behind that black people and trees, strange fruit. You guys know the historical. So anytime that happens, people go, if a black man was to end it themselves, would they do it via tree and becoming strange fruit? That's where all the skepticism comes in. And so here we go. It happened in my hometown across the street from where I grew up. And people that went out there, they said that they just aren't talking. Like, the police aren't talking. The only thing they're saying is they ruled this. He did it himself. It's a bit weird, but let's read the story from Cody Alcorn. This is Cody Alcorn. He's with 11 Alive. Several people have reached out to me regarding the passing at Fair Oaks Park in Cobb County, Georgia. I'm not going to go into detail how the person was found this morning, but wanted to address the concerns. The Cobb County Police Department confirmed a ranger unit responded at 1465 West Booth Road after a person called 911 to report that a body was found. This was just before 10 a.m. CCPD officers responded and secured the scene. CCPD Major Crimes Unit was requested to investigate the death, the unaliving, tonight. While the person's name hasn't been released, I can confirm he was 21, a baby. CCPD said detectives reviewed surveillance footage from the park and surrounding areas throughout the day and interviewed witnesses. Those witnesses told detectives that they saw a young man walking to the park alone on February 14th. Oh, wow. Valentine's Day, just before 4:30 p.m. Okay, so it was before Valentine's Day. CCPD said their detectives found no evidence that anyone else was involved in the young man's passing. As of tonight, his passing is investigated as he did it himself. CCPD said in a statement, "We understand that incidents like this can cause concern within the community. The Cobb County Police Department takes every passing investigation seriously and conducts a thorough review of all available evidence before making any determinations. If any new information were to emerge, the investigation would be updated accordingly. The investigation remains ongoing pending final autopsy results from the Cobb County Medical Examiner's Office. If you or someone you know needs help, please reach out to the 988 crisis line. Please keep this young man's family and friends in your prayers." I'm gonna say this, bro. If it is what they are reporting initially, the police department, this is just another sign, another example of the dangers and the toxic promotion, I feel like, of Valentine's Day. I think Valentine's Day, the older you get, especially as you enter young adulthood, if you don't have a Valentine, you feel worthless. You feel like you aren't loved. And then people are like, oh, but you have this type of love. And you're like, nah, but I want that type of love. Like, because, it'd be the people in romantic relationships that be like, oh, you have brothers and sisters. You have a family. You're like, oh, shut up. It's like the people. I'm someone to make a lighter mood or whatever. I'm someone who's been single for a very long time. Like I've been single for almost 11 years now. And like if I'm ever in my feelings about being single and I'm talking to my friends or something, it always be the friends who are never single or never been single for more than 3 months, like they're since high school. They'll be like, oh, you just gotta as soon as I did this is when everything attracted to me. And I'm like, maybe you're just like an attractive person. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's not that deep. Sometimes it's just like maybe this is just the case. You might go out more or you might put yourself out there more. Like you might be on dating apps, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm not on dating apps. So and we'll get into that later. We'll get into that later with the male loneliness epidemic thingy, merjig. But let's keep going now. At the entrance of Fair Oaks Park, you see police trucks, etc. They said they found a young black man from a tree in those woods at 10:16 a.m. and they're still here. And then they tagged all the news. This was the hood reporter. He came out to Marietta Ford. That's how you know it's serious. Hood reporter. He be on everything in Atlanta. Shouts out to him. Someone walking through a trail found a black man by a rope. Yeah, on a walking trail. Here we go. From a southern tree along the walking trail. The imagery is haunting. The history is undeniable. And the silence from the media is deafening and only deepens community concerns. For generations, the spectacle of black from trees has carried a violent legacy rooted in terror and control. We must ask questions. We must demand clarity. We must share information responsibly and insist on a thorough, transparent investigation. Truth does not fear scrutiny. Quote unquote, when a black body from a southern tree and the truth is hurried away, history itself demands that we slow down, look closer, and refuse to accept comfort over clarity. Let me see. There was a 21-year-old black man found at a tree in Fair Oaks Park in Marietta, Georgia yesterday. I grew up. I played in this. I played in this too. I played in this Rashad Jamal. I hope that's not me. I don't think it is because my last name ain't Jamal. Rashad Jamal and others, Black History, the government, BS, 50-50 relationships, why she should marry black women being too masculine. Like why we come on here every day and discuss people and negative nonsense, but sweep on by these modern day men that could be you or someone that you love. Oh, this is him? Kyle Basinga? Dang. Well, I mean, if it is him, you got to be you got to take it with a grain of salt now. This is Facebook. I'm not seeing any news outlets reporting on it. Police said there's no foul play. Detectives said they found no evidence of foul play. May you not have access to your phone. His phone is turned off. If you've seen him, let us know. Oh, so he was like reported missing. We just spoke to investigator, the young man. Dang. Was the man that he's a college student. Dang. All right. Is this reported right here by News One? News One reported it. 11 Alive reported it. So it's been reported. But yeah, Fair Oaks Park. Mo played there a lot. So y'all know Mo on the channel and stuff like that. He played ball a lot over there. K Camp played ball a lot over there. Who else? Just like a lot of people in the community play their ball over there. I play my ball for the most part primarily on my side of the street at the school over there and stuff like that. My elementary school, we had a basketball court and we would play over there, and then or we would play at the park that was right next to our neighborhood. But they took down that basketball court because I guess they didn't want to attract black people. So they built tennis courts instead when they remodeled it, like when I was in high school. And I was like, oh, that's whack. So we still play at the elementary school. But yeah, Fair Oaks is where most of the community went and stuff like that. So there's that. I just wanted to kind of get like that wasn't my plan to talk about this, but I wanted to talk about it because it's been affecting me because I haven't told anybody about it except for one person last night. And it's really kind of like shaking me up because it's like, how am I supposed to move? Like it's another day when this has been in the back of my mind for the past 2, 3 days. We already have other stuff going on. Like it was Jimmy Atchison's birthday yesterday, and I talked to his dad yesterday. I texted him and stuff, and you know what I'm saying, like it's just a lot that we're already going through and fighting for, and this happened right home. Like this happened as home can get, and so it's tough. It's tough during Black History Month, everything, but I did want to like I guess give that prerequisite if my energy seemed off this stream or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. I just wanted to say that. Okay, the next thing is the entire Shenae Curry situation. So Shenae Curry, God rest her soul. She was a very popular just media personality, a very popular figure, socialite, whatever you want to call it, like really mainstay. Oh, he deleted it. He deleted it. Oh, snap. He deleted it. Okay, in New York, right? So this dude, his name is Riley Witts. He wrote a thing. He wrote like a tribute to her, and it was like it started off with like, I did not know Shenae. What did he say? I didn't even speak to her. I'm sure she didn't, and it was like dot dot dot. But he said earlier that like she didn't like him, like they didn't rock with each other or something like that. So they had problems, and so her friends came out and was just like, we not doing this. And I really respected it. It was like writing something about someone who didn't even like you, then turn it into something about yourself, knowing everyone is talking about her is the most narcissistic way to want to be involved in something. And then our friends kept going. Then she posted screenshots showing that she did not rock with this dude at all. Mind you, this was just last week. Take anything about my friend down. She was blocked. He didn't take it down for like the first 2 days. Like if I did this stream when I had it, which was like what, today's Thursday, Friday. So I did this. So I found this out like around Tuesday, Wednesday. If I did it the day of instead of like 1 a.m. birds and buckets and all that, like it still would be up, but it's down now. He finally took it down. She was blocked and couldn't say anything to him about why you write in stuff about someone you even have blocked. So here it is. He said in a tweet, she doesn't mess with me, but I don't. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Let me zoom. He said, she doesn't mess with me, but I don't wish that disease on, he said, nearly anyone. My aunt passed away from it the same way as her. And he said, wishing her healing, energy, and recovering. And then he tagged the lady. And then she said, my aunt passed away from it the same way as her. She said, I'm not effing dead. Send me the tweet because now I got to react unless you want to. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's the last thing you want to see when you're still living, bro. It's like someone talking about you being passed away, you being gone. Here's a screenshot of it. I didn't know Shenae personally. We weren't friends, associates, or even. Am I weird for not liking this? I just don't want Shenae's memory becoming people's content. I just read it and I don't like it either. Okay, so there it is. There it is. All right, next. Within it. Yeah. I just liked how her friends spoke up for her. And then the rest of the internet jumped on them. And I was like, dang, yikes. Hey, so this is inaccurate, poorly written, and kind of lame. I see why she blocked you. And I'm like, yikes. And then someone else said this. Like I said, the internet started jumping in. If I was cool with you when you were alive, if I was not cool with you when you were alive, I have nothing to say about you during your passing. That's how things are handled in the real world. But this is the internet where you can create a new character every day to show up. There's a different approach to that, apparently. Yeah. There it is, man. It was like, you know who had this like approach, bro? In a weird way, because he doesn't do it all the time now. He kind of does a different way. Donald Trump. Donald Trump, when Mac Miller died, he didn't say nothing, bro. And I was like, oh snap, he really ain't saying nothing. Oh, whenever it is, I pass away, please do not act like you knew me or post screenshots of our conversations, Lamo. I ain't gonna lie. I did that one time. I posted screenshots of a convo, but it was from my friend. And this was like social media is kind of like still new or whatever. And I was just showing like the support that my friend showed me on a I released something. I released a project and I saw him. And I was like, yo, I just released this thing. And they were like, oh, send it to me. So I get back to the crib and I sent it, and they was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this is hard, Rashad. Ooh, ooh. I was like, I appreciate that. Ooh, ooh. And then a couple months later, they was gone. So my first reaction was just like, dang, we just spoke a couple months ago, and you was just like hyping, gassing my stuff, and always showing support, always showing love. Like, that's crazy. That was my mindset. I mean, much younger, and the internet was new and stuff like that. But nowadays, I ain't doing that. Nowadays, I ain't doing that. They because they be creating new rules for the internet as it goes on and stuff like that, man. They be creating new rules with it anyway. Yeah, it's kind of tacky to write a piece about someone who didn't even like you in life, but it's even tackier when it's not written well. This is when they just start jumping him, bro. Like, people all around the internet and Twitter start jumping him. Someone passes away and you think about that yourself. Y'all make loser stuff sound too cool for me. I'm like, dang. He did not expect this when he wrote it. I'm not gonna lie. Mourning someone you are really heartbroken about and watching people go online out of their way to have a connection to the grief is mad aggravating. I'm like, oh my gosh. So then he responded. Did he delete? No, he kept it up. For the record, I never claimed to know Shenae. Oh, that's yeah, hold on. Let me respect her now. 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 Cause see, there it is right there. Oh, hold on now. I do too much stuff. Get back, love the bro. Man, peace, stay forward. I haven't listened to Baby King, by the way. For the record, I never claimed to know Shenae personally. I put it in an article. I wrote that piece out of respect and reflection because of her story hit so close to home for me. Nothing more, nothing less. Rest in peace. You didn't have to do that. I ain't gonna lie. Like they say, you could have had a journal for that. You don't have to share it publicly because you don't know the lady. But yeah, that's what happened. I'm sharing this because I am surprised but also impressed by how all of her friends spoke out about it, defended their friends in the way that I'm sure the friend wanted to be defended. And I think this is a good example of how you should defend your friend when something like this happens beyond something. Shouldn't just let it, you know what I mean? Let people do whatever they want to, especially in the time like now with the blue check marks and stuff like that. He's got a blue check mark. So, he's getting paid for his engagement and views and everything like that on Twitter. And so I'm saying all this to say, people are making content out of everything. They're monetizing everything. And they can only monetize what you allow them to monetize. Like, people will only, they're gonna play with you as much as you allow them to play with you. So don't let people play with you. And that's what her friends did right here. I commend it. Salute to her and prayers up to her friends beyond anything else. The passing is still fresh. The pain is still fresh. These are women in their like 30s, 40s, 20s who are mourning the passing of a friend. You know what I'm saying? And I know that pain could be extremely, extremely tough to process, deal with. And in the middle of all of this, here comes this man who, like, she openly didn't rock with, trying to gain some clout and some internet dollars off of it. So take this as an example, man. Just watch how you approach things, especially with tragedies, because people are very, you know what I'm saying? It's a sensitive topic, dog. And it's a very sensitive time for people. And the last thing that they need is someone to give them a reason to like go off on them for real, like use all that emotion for anger towards you. Durag man, let's go. So this lady, she made this cartoon called Durag Man, but his goal is to keep Slime City safe. And it's a real cartoon. He said, "Nah, I praise Captain Durag." Oh, it's Captain Durag. I thought it was Durag Man. Hold on, let me change this. I thought it was Durag Man. It's Captain Durag, which is even more ignorant, in my opinion. Captain Durag. So here it is. I want to watch it, but I know they probably won't get me. Let me see if I could go to like 0.5 or something.
You're supposed to be cleaning your room right now. We agreed that you could only watch all the Captain Durag movies if your room was clean. And it's far from clean.
Come on, Mom. I can clean my room after. There's a new Captain Durag sequel coming out on Friday, and we need to watch all his movies before we see it. Let's just watch them instead. As a family.
Oh, so cute. I mean, puppy eyes ain't gonna work this time.
So yeah, that's Captain Durag. O'Shea Jackson Jr. said, "I praise Captain Durag, but Slime City on the other hand is wild." That's a fact. Okay, so that's where it started, right? And then they said this is what happens when Hollywood places foreign blacks on American movies and shows. These tethers always insert anti-black American propaganda. We can no longer tolerate this evil. Black History Month. The creator of it, Camille Colbert, I believe she's like Jamaican or something like that, and she has like a bunch of stand-up where she's like, "I like white guys. White guys are the best. Like I date white guys, and as someone who dates white guys, this is what I deal with dating white guys." And then she has other stuff where she's like, anybody else with their own race, like the best guys of their race, they're all in prison. It's like she makes like a lot of jokes like that on her come up. And I think Steve follows her, Steve G. Lover, and I rock with Steve. So I'm like, anyone that Steve right away, I'm like, okay, they got good taste, like he's funny, everything like that. Because he put me on with the comedian, bro, that I really rocked with, that I did the interview with, Jordan Temple. And so I'm like, okay, he's got good taste, Atlanta creator and stuff like that. But this lady, she speaks out amid Backlash, saying the character was created to celebrate Black culture and give kids a superhero of their own. He is simply a homage to the blaxploitation films and a poke at respectability politics. I created the character Durag Man, known as Captain Durag. Oh, it is Durag Man on the Disney show Hey AJ, and I'm just finding out that people are finding it problematic. I just wanted our culture to have a superhero of its own. He couldn't be like a doctor or something. Like, I don't know, man. I don't like this.
Here. I'm a writer on Hey AJ, and I'm the creator of Durag Man. I know it's Black History Month. Let's take a deep breath together and let's release ourselves from the shackles of respectability politics. Come on, guys. We finally have a superhero with our culture. Let's not talk about semantics and let's just focus on what's happening. If you've seen the show, you know the bunnies in every episode. Slime City is funny. Come on, guys. Let's get into it. Where's the joy? Why is everything so serious? We got to celebrate our people. What Richard Wright would have wanted.
The Slime City stuff, it's like, do you know what slime even is? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you legit know what slime is? Like, what slime is about? Like, even after the whole YSL trial, do you know what slime is? Like, what that whole wiping note, like, do you know what that? Because if you don't, then I don't think you should touch it. I don't think you should do anything with that.
He wouldn't want us to be like, let's just be respectable all the time and talk in stilted language. Let's enjoy our culture. I created Durag Man because I'm obsessed with blaxploitation films and I love Pam Grier, and I thought it would be super cool to have a little homage to that when we're creating a superhero for Hey AJ. And what was better than using a durag? Because me, I own a 6-foot durag. And it makes me feel like a superhero when I wear it. Why couldn't someone be like that in AJ's imagination? I really beg of you to give this show a chance. Again, it's an homage to blaxploitation films. And yeah, we're poking fun a little bit at respectability politics because you know what? AJ and her family, they're already excellent. Her dad's a football player. Her mom's a chef. What more do they have to prove? Why can't they have a little do-rag man superhero? Come on, Wakanda forever! Check out Hey AJ and watch it for yourself. It's great for the culture. And there's Jamaican American representation on the Disney Channel, which I never had as a child. And I was so lucky to contribute to. I felt so lucky to be a part of that show. My dad was in the NFL. And so it was really a show that I was really able to tap into my inner child. And growing up, I would have loved a Durag Man. So check it out. Let your kids watch it. Come on, guys.
I believe what she was saying is like satirical. And I don't know if children, I'm not to call children like dumb, but I don't know if they have the depth to like, oh, this is satire. This is making fun of. Okay, I get it. You know, you're doing that with kids. I don't know. So anyways, she stole it anyways.
Fuck Disney. I think this Disney cartoon copied my film Super Nigga, and it's not a coincidence. I went to high school with the creator of the character, okay? It's just a coincidence that she used to follow me on TikTok. It's just one big coincidence that Captain Durag looks just like my character Super Nigga. It's just a coincidence that Super Nigga makes a joke about his name.
And who the hell are you supposed to be anyway?
Captain Africa. Durag Man.
Yuck.
It's just a coincidence that the creator of the show said they just paying homage to blaxploitation movies and Pam Grier.
What up, you jive turkey mother?
Shut your mouth.
My name's Daddy, and I'm making a black-ass movie called Super Nigga.
It's a coincidence that there's a D on the character's chest in Captain Durag. And Super Nigga's alter ego's name is Daddy, which is my name. Look how Black Twitter reacted when we dropped Super Nigga versus when Disney dropped Captain Durag. See, this is what happens when you allow Hollywood and white people to make black shit.
I don't think Hollywood should make any black movies.
I'm gonna have to honor
The secret society of magical Negroes, we don't need that.
If you want Super Nigga, you can put the money into my pockets. Also, I'm currently raising money for my movie, A Nightmare on Malcolm X Boulevard, which stars me and Alana Glazer, and it's an anti-snow bunny hopping horror comedy. We've already raised $60,000 on Kickstarter, and we're trying to raise $200,000. So maybe if y'all help us make that movie, we can make Super Nigga next.
I ain't gonna lie, that was funny. I think, like I said, hearing this and what she was describing, it seemed like it was satire, right? But it's satire for like adults. You know what I'm saying? People who have lived the experience and seen the stereotypes and everything like that. And it's like, okay, oh, gotta do that, man. Ha ha, like that's funny. Da, da, da. But when you're a child, I don't think a child should be like, you know what I mean? I don't know that's what feels off about it to me. It's like you're like imagine your child watching a children's show, right, on Disney Channel, and then you just see a black man just walking around like this, like his character, he's a side character, and his only thing that he does, his only shtick, is walking around with a bucket of KFC fried chicken. That would be weird. You wouldn't want your kids watching that? Like, I just that's how I feel about it. I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. For kids, bro. Like, I wouldn't like that. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't like that as a grown adult. But yeah, I don't know. It makes me feel weird, bro. I'll jump with the rest of the internet on this one. It makes me feel weird. Backlash. Oh, so they said the woman you're defending is a weirdo.
Sis, my clit is dipped in slushy. Fuck this feminine bliss.
So there it is. I know I'm a bad person because one time I dated this kinky white dude and I made it our safe word, the N-word. So he'd be afraid to use it. I forgot why I stopped dating white dudes until I ran into this white dude I hooked up with a couple years ago, and he immediately mentioned slavery. White kings forever. The world is your oyster. This is what I mean when I say fake black people. bro, they have some weird self-conscious issues. They dig into their social media history. They either are self-hating, have a white man fetish, are raised in a biracial home, or a weird combo of all three. And we'll look at you crazy when you say you don't like their confused selves speaking on our behalf. LMAO. So there it is. 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 We had the idea. Okay, yeah. So that was it. So that was it in terms of Durag Man and Captain Durag and stuff like that. Let's get into Flau'jae's mom, man. Flau'jae's mom. We'll play the stub buds and then I'll speak.
Cheryl just made me think of something. Did you see Flau'jae mom? I've seen it on Twitter. Like I didn't see it. It's like everywhere. It's on the shade room. What she do? She said. What she said? She would basically like her daughter was the best one on the floor. And go get
so they lost, and she pretty much was just like I get everybody was like talking shit or whatever. So she basically was like, you know, from her words, she was defending Flau'jae. But what she was saying in the video was basically like, my daughter winning in real life, like see, she doing better than all the South Carolina girls anyway. So like, what is that like? She should come on, Mom. You got shit out, not Mom. And you know I'm out for the people, and I love what you doing. I follow you, Mom, and I love what Flau'jae doing. But I just feel like sometimes you gotta just take your L on the chin and move on.
I told my mom, I said, don't respond to nobody.
Girl, you see my daddy? I be on the tennis ass, sit out. Do not do that. You feel me? Like if you want to take L's, let's take our L's together and take our L's on the chin. Cause get what? When we win, get what other folks gotta do. They gotta take their L's on the chin. So when you win it, other people lose. And when you lose it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta humbly lose and just, you know what I'm saying?
Go,
move on. But that can't be out here popping it. Like
he wants to.
You know what shit my dad wanna talk, but then like you gotta read the room and understand. Damn, so especially when you done took an L. Like you done took an L, you gotta just sit back and wait for your next moment to shine again. Like yeah, and plus it's just drawing negative attention to Flau'jae now. You know what I'm saying? Like, even us right now, you're talking about the shit because it's like everywhere. It's like that ain't the type of shit you want. It's just on your, you know what I'm saying? Your daughter ain't do nothing, and she the product. Damn, moms. You know what I'm saying, moms? It's okay. We all learn from it.
We all have to do things.
We all, man, you come out my dad like, come on, bro. Like we not, especially because you don't want to.
And you know what? Sometimes that's they see they care so much they don't even know how to handle it.
Yeah. But sometimes
you know you let your daughter know.
Sometimes you know, especially because like sometimes I ain't a lot of shit so political. It could be something like that they'll just be like, man, I ain't fucking with that because I don't want to deal with the other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you trust from me, that fucked up playing around with the internet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't realize how powerful the internet is until you put it in a situation. Exactly. And you realize like, damn, the internet can really like fuck your shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter how good you is. It don't matter what team you play for. It don't matter how much money you got. Shit, it's still, Flau'jae gotta get a job. She still got shit. She gotta do more shit. She gotta accomplish. And it's like, you don't want no shit that just because of this internet shit fucking up.
What you got?
The good shit that she doing. You know what I'm saying? The good shit that she doing. So, but that shit just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That shit just everywhere. It's like, you know, now it's just like shit is out there. Once it's out there, you can't get it back. But now you just gotta stay out of the way. That was what told me when I got fucked up on the internet. It was just like the best advice I got was, man, you just gotta lay low and like all the bullshit, that bullshit be bullshit. Make that shit about basketball. It's about basketball. Like keep the main thing. The main thing is basketball. Flau'jae is so successful because of basketball. Like she got all that hype and all that shit going on for her because she's great at basketball. So keep that shit the main thing. All that other shit gonna come.
Keep the main thing. The main thing.
Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness, man.
Hell yeah. And that was a hell of a game, bro. I said that whole game. That was a hell of a game.
I didn't even watch.
And she played her ass off too. So it's like I hate that. Like now it's all this negative shit. Mm-hmm. When it was like she had a hell of a game. That was a great game to put on her resume for her draft stock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now it's like it's getting overshadowed. It's getting overshadowed now just because of bullshit on the internet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Let me address this. Excuse me. I want to say this, man. Miss Kia, that's Flau'jae's mom. She is. I appreciate her a lot. Like she gets stuff done. She's, you know what I'm saying, as a manager, as a businesswoman. Miss Kia facilitated my first interview with Flau'jae. So like all the coverage in high school of Flau'jae and stuff like that, being introduced to Flau'jae, like, you know what I mean, early and stuff like that in the process relatively all the way up to now. That's all thanks to Miss Kia. And, you know, y'all know Trey has been on channel 2 and stuff like that. That didn't happen via Miss Kia. I was just saw Trey and I was like, yo, can we talk? But, you know, I really respect her business acumen and her business model and building up Flau'jae into the mogul that she is. At the same time, I'm going with Court and Hydeman here, because I don't know, bro. Like, it's like at some point the training wheels have to come off, and I can imagine that's an extremely difficult thing to do, especially when you put the training wheels on to success, to fame, and everything like that. But at some point they have to come off. Even as the manager, no other managers are going on Facebook Live and speaking like that. Like, the only managers are doing that are the managers who are related to the athletes. It'd be a cousin or something like that. You can't let your emotions get you swooped up in trying to fight the internet. When the internet is beating you up, you gotta take your punches. Because if you try to fight back and go back against everybody, is just gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse. Like, LaRussell's dealing with that right now, with saying Lil Wayne was my favorite rapper when I was a kid, and then I grew up and I was like, Wayne ain't talking about nothing. And then the internet jumped on him and was like, dude, you suck talking about Lil Wayne. And he was like, y'all, I didn't mean that. Look at the context of the internet. And he's been doing that all week. And they just keep jumping him, right? Stop trying to fight the internet when they like, when it gets to a certain point, all you could do is just let go and let God, what they say. So, I mean, the fact that she went on Facebook Live, like, she kind of let her emotions get the best of her in that moment, because everybody was like memeing and making fun of Flau'jae. And the thing is, it's like literally all you had to do was just let the game speak for itself. Their next game was a very big game against a ranked opponent in Ole Miss, with Cody McMahon and Coach Yo doing their thing and stuff like that over in Oxford. It's another conference big ranked opponent. And Coach Yo has been trying to take that next step for Ole Miss and being like on to come up to there, for the past few seasons. So she was going to be hungry in that matchup. Of course, Stephen A was in the building and stuff like that. Like, that was the time to redeem herself, make up for it. And LSU was down darn near double digits in the fourth quarter. Flau'jae and Malaysia Fulwiley led that comeback. Let the game speak for itself. You win that game, you do that comeback, all the memes, all the jokes stop. I went live last night for 5 minutes on my phone, and I joked about it. Where did all the jokes go? Where all the memes go? Be saying all this stuff about Flau'jae. It all ceased once they won. Like, once they came back, she led the comeback, made great passes, handled the team well with pacing and everything like that in transition. And the comeback had a few big defensive stops. All the jokes cease, and that's all you have to do. Just wait until the next time till you win. That's what Court just said. And but you let your emotions get the best of you. And I just feel like you can't do that, bro. Can't do that. You got to just fall back and let the kids be the kids, man. The kids, they got to go through everything. They got to fall down, bump their head, get back up, learn how to lose, learn how to do this. They have to learn all that stuff by themselves. Because, like she said, that internet stuff and having that internet reputation can really hold you back. Kennedy Carter is, if not the best guard in the league right now, she would be the best guard in the league right now. I thought she was better than Caitlin Clark. And she's out of the league because her reputation, her attitude, her this, her that, all the steez that she has that comes over her. Like, it's a lot. Liz Cambage literally had the WNBA scoring record before Asia Wilson came and tied it and stuff like that. 53 points, right? She's out of the league, still at the end of her athletic prime as a big, because her attitude, her reputation, the drama that follows her on social media. Nobody wants to deal with that in America. So it's like, in women's basketball, politics matters more than any other sport. But if you want to go to other sports, you think of the Antonio Browns, Malik Beasley right now in the NBA. Like, Malik Beasley was a rotational player last year. He's probably still as good. He got in that little gambling thing. He had some baby mama drama. He out the league. Just is what it is. Antonio Brown was one of the more, who's the best receiver in football? Is it Antonio Brown? Is it Julio Jones? That joker start acting crazy. Oh, he's out the league. Tyreek Hill, cut by the Miami Dolphins. Is Cheetah going to get another shot? That's a question mark. That is a legitimate question mark. He might get another shot and then get cut again. And then what happens after that? So, excuse me, I'm sorry for sniffling in y'all's ear so much. But I say all this to say, like, politics does play a part in opportunity in professional sports. And I don't think you should let that like really get in the way of what you deserve or earn or anything like that from just off the court stuff that can be controlled or off the field stuff that can be controlled. Flau'jae, these are the most important moments of Flau'jae's basketball career right now because this is her last chance as she's tightening up her draft positioning in the upcoming draft. So whether the draft happens now or the draft happens in September, excuse me for sniffling still, in September, or the draft happens next year, and there's just a combination draft of last year and this year, and all that stuff, right? These games are her last games guaranteed. Sorry, in college. So these are the games that the people, the scouts, and everybody are going to be paying attention to the most before they make the final decision or where she stands on the draft board. You don't want to mess that up just for the sake of defending your daughter. Like, that's it. And so, and then also where Miss Kia messed up, in addition, like, you have to say the obvious part too, is talking down on the other players to big up your daughter. You do not have to talk down on them players to big up your daughter. Like, those are girls too with fathers. And you seen Chloe Kitt's dad say something. Hold on, let me pull it up. Where Chloe Kitt's dad at? Chloe Kitt's dad said something. We keep winning, all caps, on the court and in life. You know what I'm saying? He said something after their win in Alabama last night. All these players are kids too. They're college age kids too, and they have parents too. Don't speak down on somebody else to big up yourself or your people. That I think that's just a rule of thumb in general and stuff like that. So I think that's where Miss Kia was wrong, Flau'jae's mom. And then also just in general, just going live and venting and try to fight back then. You can't fight back the internet, bro. And all publicity, what they say, is good. I don't think that's the case either. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Dochi.
I feel like as I observe fandom culture now and how fandoms interact with each other online and also with the person they're a fan of, whether it be music or art or, you know, whatever it is, I feel like culturally the fandom infrastructure has gone in a direction that, to me, what I observe feels toxic for both the person, the fans, and both the person that they're a fan of. I feel like as I observe fandom culture now and how I feel like it's something worth talking about because there's just a lot of toxic practices and toxic practices amongst culture right now. And I think that even with the way the technology has advanced, we've kind of forgotten how to be in a community. And I feel like what community even means has shifted because of this age of the internet that we're in right now and how we interact with one another. I feel like it's something worth talking about because
I ain't gonna lie, I only heard half of what Dochi was saying because she looks so good here. I'm gonna keep it a bean. And she says she don't like men no more or whatever, and I hate men. Hey, she still look good. In terms of the toxic culture, yeah. It's definitely there. It's definitely there. And I can imagine for her, she saw it kind of on both sides of, like, I guess, quote unquote, being one of us, as the top comment says, being one of us as the people like on YouTube and like, oh, look at these celebrities, oh, Nicki Minaj. So like being one of those and having, you know, kind of, I don't know if she had friction with Nicki or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make a beef, but I'm just giving like examples of like, she was like looking up at it and then became a part of it and was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm happy that Dochi didn't allow that fame to deter her from her YouTube content skills. She's also putting her writing skills to work, and I appreciate that as well. If you're not grandfathered into this 10 plus years ago type stuff, it's going to be tough sledding and you are struggling to build a fan base. Most artists that are big are 10 plus years, like Drake, Cole, and all them and stuff like that. Young boy. Yeah, I mean, Stan Twitter has been toxic since forever. Yeah, no, 100%. But I was about to say Flau'jae. Dolce just became famous. So it's like, no. Dolce been famous since about 2020. So I mean, but she's been this level of famous for like the last 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? As like superstar, mega mainstream, everything like that. So with that level of fame, it's like, yo, this is weird to see it on this end. She has a whole new perspective on Stan, Twitter, and all that stuff. And I mean, I get it, and I feel for her. I wish the best for her, and I hope she can connect with her fans in the way that she wants to. And much success to her on this next project and stuff like that. I know she said she was trying to write it last year in Mexico, but she just ended up partying and talking to her friends more than actually working. And now she's back in her room and she's trying to like go back to the regular stuff. So best of luck to her finishing up her next project, and I hope it's fire. I'm looking forward to it. And salute to Baby Keem as well. Congratulations on his release. Shout out to Currency and Alchemist and Larry June on their release. And Dalen Gideon on his release today too, man. A lot of hip hop. Enjoy it. Mr. Beast 14-year anniversary. 14 years ago today, I started the Mr. Beast channel. For years, I uploaded videos and no one watched them. Everyone told me I was unrealistic or wasting my life. I'm grateful for you all. 468 million subscribers, 950 videos. That's way fewer than me. And he has 112, what is this, billion views, bro. 112 billion views, dog. Congratulations to Mr. Beast. He works hard. I know people be feeling like weird about him. Like once you get to a certain level of fame, they're like, oh, what is this? But yeah, this was February 19th. So this was actually yesterday. So yesterday, 14 years ago, Mr. B started his channel, man. Never give up. Believe in yourself and strive for excellence in everything. Speaking of, chase a career, not sports. This is about Brandon Harris. He's making $1 million a year for a football season as the general manager of University of Texas, bro. That is insane. Brandon Harris was a quarterback for LSU. I remember because he was a quarterback for LSU in a quarterback competition with Anthony Jennings, and Anthony Jennings won out. Anthony Jennings is someone who, going back to the beginning, went to high school with me at Marietta High School. Shouts out to AJ Anthony Jennings, AJ 12.
Tell parents all the time, quit trying to make your kids professional athletes. Teach them leadership. Teach them the game that they love. If they're in love with football, basketball, baseball, whatever it is, they need to know everything about it inside and out. The history, the management. They need to know bookkeeping. They need to know all of these sorts of things so you can be a general manager, so you can be a head coach, so you can be a vice president of it. Because these are not jobs. These are careers. Playing professional sports is a job. It is a temporary thing. You can't do it for 15, 20 years. Yes, there are the exceptions where those things happen, but those are the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. But you know what you can do? You can be a general manager making $1 million plus a year for 20 plus years, for 30 years. You can be a head coach for 40 years. Those are the things that you need to teach your kids, because even if they don't go into sports, they can go into broadcasting, they can go into analytics, they can go into all sorts of ways to make money, and quit trying to just always go the quick route and the famous route when these jobs are much better.
That's a fact. He ain't lying. Like, I tell the story all the time, but I knew, like, I hated running, suicides, everything like that. I hope that didn't take away monetization. I'm talking about the exercise and practice. But I hated running and practice and stuff like that. And my dad was like, carry the basketball everywhere, wherever you go and stuff like that. Like, it was just a lot. Like, wake up 4 a.m, 5 a.m. workouts before school, carry the basketball around you during school, carry walking home, everything like that, carry it on the bus and stuff like that, dribble. And that'll be like, you'll be good enough if you do all that to make varsity, bro. In high school, you're not even guaranteed a D1, high D1 scholarship from that. Even at my height, because like I'm tall for like normal people, but for basketball sense, I'm the size of a point guard and an undersized shooting guard. So it's like, it's tough. It was tough. So like I saw that early on, and because of that, I was like, my dad told me you can make a lot of money. like Chris Berman making $1 million a year on Sports Center, just doing highlights and talking about sports. And I was like, okay, I know everything about sports already. Like, I might as well just try to pursue that. So I did that. I made that decision at the age of 10. And by the grace of God, I have this place, all this furniture, this light, this equipment, like all this stuff because of me talking about sports and watching sports and stuff like that. So for that, I'm forever eternally grateful, 100%. And you know, it's just different ways to do stuff, bro. It's just different ways to get stuff done and to make some money. Like we have a lack of Black sports editors around the country. I was the first Black sports editor in one of the papers and stuff like that in Alabama, the Valley Times News in Valley, Alabama, Lynette, Alabama. And you know, that paper has been around for over 100 years at the time that I got there. So it was just like there's an issue of a lack of Black kids entering this field at a certain angle. Like, it's a lot of Black kids now doing the podcasting thing, but it's not necessarily have the basics of journalism down. And I think it all comes from writing. You know what I'm saying? So to any kid that wants to do it, write. Learn how to write, have an editor, have some mentors to send your stuff to critique your writing. This sucks. This is bad. Do this. Learn structure. Learn just sentence structure. Learn the structure of a story and continue working on that, getting better at that, and learning the basics of reporting. Talk to multiple sources. Get your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when it gets to a point, this is like, you could do it. Like, I do this every day. And like a lot of the stuff I could do off the top of my head live because I've had years of practice on the basic levels of what media and journalism is. And now some random person might look at a random video out of my thousands of videos and be like, this sucks. This guy sucks. But like for the majority, like if they tried to do this, it'll be way worse because they don't have the basic level of, you know what I mean? So what he said, chase sports careers and just not sports. That's 100%. Like, you got to look at sports beyond stuff. Like, it's a job, bro. When I was doing jobs that weren't pertaining to my field, I still picked up skills from them. Timeliness, teamwork, customer service, hospitality. Like, I learned all of that stuff from those jobs that I use here. Marketing. You know, when I worked in marketing as the mascot at Zaxby's and stuff like that in Chicken Soup, like I was a part of the marketing team, and I went everywhere with the marketing manager to different events and just picking their brain and seeing how they spoke to people and we handed out little flyers. Okay, we hand out flyers. So, you know, flyers, banners, this is the way you promote yourself. This is the way I learned all that stuff and I put it together for who I am today. And that's what you need to be looking at with sports beyond just, is my team winning? Am I the best player? What's my ranking? Beyond all of that, like, let's look at the life stuff that's going to carry you so much further than this playing career. So 100%, like, I think we have it wrong. And it's primarily a lot of the athletes are Black in basketball and football. You know what I'm saying? So definitely we have to get it right and know what we're doing and have that perspective from day one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm going to end with this because I'm running out of time. Loneliness, man. The male loneliness epidemic conversation keeps getting reduced to intimacy. And while that's a part of it, it's not the whole problem. A lot of men aren't lonely because women won't date them. They're lonely because their lives have no real life infrastructure. Fewer friends, fewer nights out, fewer groups, fewer hobbies. Put them around people, just screens, anonymous friends, and a whole second personality built for the internet. Ooh, clock it. It's not even male only. Everyone is more isolated than they used to be. The crisis is less, quote unquote, no one loves me, and more, quote unquote, I don't have a life that makes me feel needed, known, or useful. This is 100% truthful. Like, I barely leave the crib. I only leave the crib if it's not groceries or getting food. The only time I leave the crib now, if I don't have my folks in town. If my folks in town, we going outside because my folks in town, and I just want them to have a good time, whatever. And those will be my only times out. But beyond that, the only time I leave the crib is for a game or a concert. That's it. And so, like, the older I get and stuff like that, I just keep doing that. And I really isolated myself a lot of times from a lot of situations because I would just prioritize like building stuff, you know, stuff like this over like social. And at a certain point, when you do that, there is a disconnect. There's a disconnect. It does become more difficult to kind of like connect socially and everything like that. And it's not that nobody wants, like I said, okay, going back, I've been single for like going on 11 years now. And it's not that nobody wants me. I know multiple people, spoiler alert, who want me right now. Do I want them folks back? To be determined. But yeah, like that's the thing. And sometimes I'll be like, dang, man, like what's going on? Da, 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 da. And it's like you ignoring folks that, you know what I'm saying, want you right now and everything. Just because it's not a few you want. It's a weird thing, bro. It's just a weird thing. And I know it's self-inflicted because I'm not on any dating apps. And like I said, I don't go out as much as I probably should to get what I want done, which is like having a partner ultimately and building family and stuff. But it's a two-way street. It's like you could do that or you could build something. And once you build something, then you'll have a solid foundation, a more solid foundation, and then you'll continue to attract it's a weird thing, bro. It's not as easy as ABC 1 2 3. It's not as easy as ABC 1 2 3. But I will say, yeah, a lot of the stuff is self-inflicted. So I don't think men should be like, oh, this is that. He laughing. Being a SW makes me realize how lonely the average man is. It's generally really sad. And so someone said this. Guys, I'm not laughing at her because he's a SW. I'm laughing because the male loneliness epidemic is mostly self-inflicted. I know that this isn't the first instance of this happening. It's way more common. And I'll definitely look at this vid later on. But I personally just can't sit here and not acknowledge that most of the male loneliness stuff is self-inflicted when it comes to patriarchy. Guys have these massive standards and goals in their lives and generations, and they feel like they can't live up to these expectations, then they're not a real man. It's complete BS. And ever since I was back in middle school, I've always thought it was BS. I'm gonna be real. I got a homie 28 to 29, and he straight up told me if he's not in a relationship by 30, he's gonna off himself. Wow. And I had to tell bro and be honest that there's way more to life than being in a relationship. There's so many more things you can strive for. That's a fact. But at the same time, people ain't trying to hear that. People aren't trying to hear that, especially if you're single. Like, you ain't trying to hear, oh, it's more to life than this and stuff. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing. One thing that is guaranteed to everyone is having yourself, having your own back, being comfortable in your own skin, and knowing that a lot of people that say this aren't, you know what I mean? See, this is where you lost me. But I was with you at the beginning. I was with you at the beginning. I ain't gonna hold you. Is this a woman, Mr. Shiny Hunter? I only said that because it's 18 plus. But at the same time, it is a Jaguars fan and it does say Mr. So I'm gonna leave that to what it is. I'm gonna leave that to what it is, bro. But yeah, that's definitely a thing. I got to do a better video on this. Like a longer, more deeper dive and stuff like that. There's definitely other videos that I wanted to do on it and some stories back in the day. Wow. So I'll probably, let's see if we could crack some stuff. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end this live right now because I got to go to work. But you guys take care. Have a good morning. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. Have a good day. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the Road 10K Subs. Please follow along because I'll be live or uploading original content on this channel each and every single day, as I've done for the past 352 days. Until next time, I'll see y'all maybe tonight. If not, tomorrow morning. All right, peace out.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
Trump,
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.